first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. A first down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now the first play of the drive is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. And I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, I got to be, man. No nuts, no glory. No nuts, no glory. Yeah.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton.
No nuts, no glory, man.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down.
We doing the scouting report.
Nowhere to go with the football. Forced a dump off to the back. And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but let's go a little bit deeper on that one. I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
We
Now
versatile.
We got an injured Raven down there on the field. 2nd and 5. Yard completion on 1st down. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He uncorks it for Snead.
Mine is bullshit, bro.
Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off
Bullshit.
44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And my boy hurt, hip hurt.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start the drive with him. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47.
I'm going to go get beast mode.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
In the free agent.
Just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on 1st down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th.
Hell no.
They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But we'll see how they respond.
You seen that?
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Lord. Maybe he'll play a little bit better.
See, I'm right there, though.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
I know, but this scheme.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the line.
Now Jackson on first down. And he couldn't hang on.
I heard about it.
Fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson looking downfield for Dez. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
We'll take it. Oh, they're going to lead 1 second. Come on with this green man.
His guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
I'm here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Expect to see a good number of back forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete.
That's a good
Don't
job.
hurt him, man.
We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Andy Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers.
First preseason, you know he don't play.
Yeah, I get it, but I want him to play. I should have put Kaepernick in for your ass.
Yeah.
Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Quick slant to Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Pollard. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A first down throw for Prescott. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now here's Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Zerline is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Chris Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Kaepernick. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Baltimore. Nick Boyle ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. The hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Pollard again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will end a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
Go ahead. I'll
So
get
that's
you
a
tomorrow.
wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more